Alright, cool. So, I do a lot of bouncing around back and forth, um, but it's all part of the whole testimony, right? It's all for understanding purposes. I talk about the addiction and everything because it needs to be talked about, right? It's like the elephant in the room that nobody wants to address. Well, I'm addressing it immediately because it's, if nothing else, I'm going to explain with my testimony how the conventional ways of God's favor, people think, if nothing else, my testimony is very unconventional, and it's proof of that. So, I'll talk about the addiction. Let me talk about let me talk about my relationship with God now. So, backstory, right? I've always talked to God growing up. My first experience with death was my great grandmother back in '98. This was my first. I loved her to death, man. And but she was like I said, the pillar. Well, when she passed away, tore me up, man. It was my first experience with a person dying that I loved, and you know, I went later through the years learning a lot more about it. I had 4 family members pass away on hospice in the mobile home that we lived in. Me, my mom, and dad, and my dad and my mom were the last 2 people to actually die in there. And you know, I'll tell you these stories so that you have an idea where my mentality's at with things, right? And I'll tell you a story about my dad and my mom, and just so you can have an idea of how God moves with me. So yeah, a lot of experience with death. Like every one of my immediate family members are passed away. I have cousins. I have one aunt left, and my sons, and but everybody else is gone. So